Hey girlies, welcome to the Notes to Her podcast. Yay! I'm a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. It's been a while. It's actually been a long time. I went MIA. It's probably been about I don't even know, 6 months. But we're back and we have video. I'm trying a thing this year, stepping out the comfort zone, being in front of the camera. So, our confidence won't grow if we don't step out our comfort zone. So, see how we go. But yes, girlies, welcome back to the Notes to Her podcast. I'm your girl Rianne, your host. And it feels weird to be back, but I'm glad to be back, if that makes sense. We have so much to catch up on. It has been, I don't even know, it has been so crazy, busy, and I will explain myself. And also just want to apologize well, because I know in my last episode of 2025, I was gonna go to Ghana and I'll be back in Jan, and Jan has now passed. We're now in May, so I just want to apologize to my listeners, to the girlies, but yeah, welcome back. Where do I even begin, to be honest with you? Let's catch up. Grab your teas, grab your coffees, grab your hot chocolates, grab your herbal teas if you're a herbal girly, herbal tea girly. Where do I even begin? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas as well. Happy birthday, because it was my birthday. Yeah, so for all my listeners that had been listening to the previous episode, but also if you're new here, welcome. I had gone to Ghana for quite a long time, actually. I think it was ended up being 6 weeks or something like that. It was really, really nice. It was really, really peaceful. And it was just so nice to recharge as well. And it was just something that I really needed at that point in time. I remember feeling you're dehydrated, crawling in the desert kind of vibe going on, I can't give anymore. That's literally how I was feeling. So it came at a great time. And then also it was getting darker and dreary over here too, in the UK. So yeah, it came at the most perfect time, to be honest with you. And I did work while I was out there as well, so that was really cool. It was nice to actually, that was my first experience actually working abroad and stuff as well, so it was a really cool experience to see what that is like, and get a taste of that as well, and kind of have that structure that I would at home over there. So that was really nice, to be honest with you. It was just thing though, because it was some of the days obviously just working from 9 to 5, but it's so sunny over there, so I was everyone's having a time, I want to be out in the sun as well, so I couldn't do anything until the evenings. But it was still just so nice to be in a different environment, feeling refreshed and not feel I don't know, run down. And you can go out afterwards and know that the sun's still shining, and just have a time, and it's still warm, and the vibes were still really, really good. So yeah, it was so great. I had such a good time. Put my roller skating skills to use. They came in so handy. Went roller skating one time and it was so fun. And they're playing dancehall and Afro beats and hip hop as well. Went to Frozen Cabana a few times. It's a slush. It's frozen margaritas, and you can get different flavors and stuff like that as well. And they do food, so that was really nice. Went to Aburi, slow down. Aburi Botanical Gardens as well. So that was really, really nice to go out of Accra, and just see a different area of Ghana as well. I got bitten. Sorry, I was about to cuss. I got bitten so badly. Silly me didn't even think to bring jungle spray or mosquito repellent or anything like that, because I was just I'll just raw dog it. It didn't even click in my brain. So that was fun as well. And what else? Like cinema, and went to like a gaming lounge as well. Done like a really nice photo shoot. What else? I can't even remember. Like, it was so long ago. It feels like so long ago. And technically it was. It was like a good, yeah, it was like 5 months ago. So I'm trying to rack my brain, but there's nothing else that's like really fully standing out. But like, I done like a load of different things, to be fair. Yeah, so that was like super fun and super relaxing, and kind of just had like news while I was out there in regards to like my job and stuff. So being out of like my normal work environment and being out of like the UK, I think really gave me that time and like thinking space that I needed for myself to be able to kind of like make decisions as to what it is that I actually like want to do, like career wise. And I'm really grateful for it, to be honest with you. I think if I was at home when I like had the news, then it would have been a completely like different story, or I don't think I would have been able to process a lot of things. But because I was like detached and away, you just sometimes like a new environment is definitely what's needed at times, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm super grateful, to that. So yeah, Christmas happened. That was nice. It was nice to be back with family. And sorry, I'm looking away because I'm trying to think what I actually done and what the past few months has occurred. What's happened? I think January to March, essentially, it was just locking in, really. I'd finished my job, and it was just like a lot going on in the air. Like, so although I'd had that thinking space while I was out in Ghana, it was something then when I come back, like the reality set in, and it's just like, oh, actually, now I need to think, like, strategize, put things in place for myself. So it was a massive whirlwind. There was a lot of things that was like overwhelming. Essentially, like when you're finishing with a job, it's kind of like, what am I now going to do? And although I'd had like started to kind of create and formulate a plan for myself, it was still like, are these things going to align? You've got that anxiety and fear that goes on as well. You're like overwhelmed because like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. But one thing about me, I am a very determined person. So, I was like, let me see these things as like an opportunity. Let me change my mindset around it. Let me take control as well of what I can, rather than, be upset at things that I can't control. So yeah, I was really proud of myself as essentially like doing things that I needed to do, really as well. And things just aligned, like girlies, it really, really aligned. It was so, I'd have to thank God, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even know. Essentially, it was just like, when you have good relationships and, have made really good connections with people in like previous, I think, things of employment, essentially, or just anywhere in life, really, like when you make those good connections, hold on to them, like nurture them, because you don't know when you're going to need to lean on the next, or a person, or that connection, or that network that you have. So yeah, I was able to kind of like get in contact with someone, and put something in place for myself. And essentially I was like juggling 2 jobs from like February up until like end of March, so for like 8 weeks. So it was like a lot. It was like, but we done it, and I thought to myself, it's only short term, so I can do it working full time and part time at the same time. And then yeah, once I finished in my previous role, yeah, I'm now down to just part time. So now I've got time. But the funny thing is that I'd actually recorded like previous episodes. So they're in like my archive bank. I can't lie. I started to record. I even done like a whole video. I was really trialing it. And 2 of them. And I just wasn't feeling it. And I don't know, like at the time, I think it's because I'd had so long off. And when you come out of like a routine, it can take so long to get back into that routine. And although I recorded the episodes, I just was like, there was something within me that I was like, I can't put these out. Like, I feel pressured and rushed, and I didn't want to give it half-heartedly or even quarter-heartedly, and me not feel like fully invested and fully involved in the episodes, what I'm saying, what I was doing as well. So yeah, a girl was overwhelmed. It was a lot. It was a lot. But I'm grateful. Like, some things you kind of just have to do. Like, there's no point thinking around it if you think too much into it. Me as an overthinker, like, if you think too much into it, it is just not going to help you. You kind of want to do things that are out of your control, and it's just like, nah. So there was so much. So Ghana, job changes, new opportunities as well. Thinking now of like what I wanted to do really helped me decide now, like with my career and stuff. So a girl is going back to studying, and I'm really happy with my decisions and choices. And when things align, I'll get into that like a bit later on into the episode. But when something is for you and things align, and there's just, you have to kind of like go for those things. So I'm really pleased with how things had like panned out, and what I want to be doing. And yeah, it's a relief, it's a breath of fresh air. And when you begin to step into a room and it feels right, I don't think there's obviously better feelings, but that is one of the greatest feelings ever. Like, you are where you're meant to be. And that took me like a long time to like realize that, and just have faith in the fact that things will work out as well. I'm being vague, but I'm trying to be specific, but I'm being vague at the same time. But I'll probably go into a bit more detail, a little bit, like maybe not in this episode, but in other episodes, once I begin to do the things that I say that I'm going to do. But yeah, anyway, and what else have I done? I started a heels dance class. It was so fun. It's such a great community of like women, really empowering. There's like different routines that are taught each month. So yeah, it's dance class in heels. People that know me in my circle, and yeah, I guess like work colleagues and stuff, like even in my previous job, a lot of the times, if it was just like, oh, general chit chat, oh, what are you doing this evening? It's like, yeah, I'm going to a dance class. Yeah, I'm going to roller skating. Yeah, I'm doing this. I've tried this. Like, they know that I try different things. So when I came back from Ghana, and I saw that they were doing a routine to Beyonce Rocket, Girlies, that is my jam. Like, Beyonce Rocket, that is my jam. That is so, so good. So, and I've always like, when it first came out, I was like, oh, I'd love to do a dance routine to this. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, for sure. So it was a beginner's class. So I thought like, okay, that's good, because I haven't like, although I go to dance fitness classes and stuff, I haven't done like a, commercial or like that kind of like routine in like so long, since I was a kid. So yeah, I've done it. It was so good. It was a 4-week class. And the routine was fire. Like, the routine was so, so fire. So anytime I hear that song now, I think of that routine. But yeah, super, super fun. And so I'd been doing that since like January. So like each month is like a different routine that we would learn. So done the Beyonce one, done a Britney Spears one that was more like a commercial, so it was a bit more faster, a bit more like complex routine. She had said like, for this one, because it's a bit more faster and the dance moves are a bit more like thing, to not do that in heels. And I was so grateful, because some of the moves were like really, like, I would have broken an ankle, probably dislocated a knee, like I don't even know. But yeah, that was really good. And then the most recent one was Don Toliver Body. Oh, Girlies, SMH. I honestly, if I thought the Britney Spears one was complex, and I got it, I actually got it, because each one is like 4 weeks long. This one was just, is baffled my brain. And like when you miss an episode, when you miss a week of the class, because I didn't go for like one of the weeks, it just throws you all the way off. So when I went this week, I was like, oh girl, I have no idea what you're doing. And it was the last week, but they're doing rehearsals for some shows, which I haven't got the confidence to do as of yet, so I won't be joining, but wishing them the best of luck. And yeah, who knows, and I'll probably just have to practice in my bedroom at this point. Anyway, so yeah, girls, that is, oh, what a catch up. It has been a whirlwind the past like 5 months. But I'm back, and I'm hoping that I can, be more consistent, put my time in. Anyway, so as I was saying earlier about alignment, let's dive into that quickly. I think this year has really showed me that things align eventually. I just wanted to touch upon that in this episode. I know it's mainly like just a welcome back and a catch up, and but I also do want to talk about alignment because I'm really grateful for that. Like I had said earlier, like a lot of job changes, and me now going back to studying and things like that as well. I'm essentially training to become like a therapist, so it was not a massive change, I guess. Like I've done my studies up until like masters, but it's been all in business, business and accountancy, business and marketing, business management. So for me, once I'd finished the masters, I was like, yeah, I'm done. That's it. Nothing more. And that was like maybe 3-4 years ago now that I actually finished uni, which, let me just vom for a second. Like what? Like what? What do you even mean? Like 3 years ago? I'm not going to say 4, but I think it was 4. We'll just have a moment of silence for that. Anyway, sorry, that's just baffled my brain. But yeah, like working where I had, within the mental health industry, and like environment and stuff, it was such an eye-opening experience to be around people that are like-minded, passionate as well about like mental health, meeting people that have lived experience with like mental health and stuff, and it just really opened my eyes to like a whole new sector and a whole new world. So my time in my previous job was phenomenal, and I am really grateful for that opportunity. By the way, because I'm overthinking, because I'm thinking like I don't want to make it seem like I got fired. Essentially, it was just job cuts, and I was on a fixed term contract anyway. Just a disclaimer, because I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm fired. I'm a good worker. I promise you, I'm a good worker. But yeah, like experiencing all those things and gaining more of an understanding about mental health, about the sector, about myself as well, and going on my own journey was really, I don't even know, it was such a challenging time, like outside of just in personal life, like last year. And I just thought to myself, like, what is going on? And just having to try and like persevere through and like build my resilience with certain things, and sometimes like not actually understanding that it's for my greater good, because when you're going through tough times, them tough times they are they are really something. And when you're really in the thick of it, it can feel like so, oh bro, I don't even know how to describe it sometimes. Like it's just a lot. Like it's actually just a lot. But like sometimes, what's that saying, is that tough times never last, only tough people last. So looking back now, I'm kind of like, yes, it was sad and challenging and tiring and exhausting, overwhelming, and all those negative things. But then I'm also grateful for that, because that's led me to where I am now, to be able to want to do the career that I'm doing, also helping me understand myself and what I was going through, being able to like label certain things as well. And yeah, it's just been so eye-opening. I've just been really grateful for it. And so beginning my own journey of like studying now to become a therapist is really like exciting. Like I'm super excited, when I'm in the class, like I feel excited. And so this is what I was talking about, of like when things are for you, like there's not a better feeling about it, because that you are where you're meant to be. Like during that time as well, I had to think to myself, like, what is it that I want to do? And I really had to look inward and ask myself those like deep questions as well, because I never wanted to feel like I don't have control. Like I'm someone that like loves a lot of control of certain things, and obviously there's things that you won't be able to control in life. But then looking at like, okay, what am I good at? What can I do? What are my skills? What are my abilities? Let me reflect on what people have said like about me as well, in that way, and just really having to just look deep within. And so when I was able to do that, I asked myself those questions, and I just thought, actually, that makes sense. Like, I'm always someone that is like advising people or listening to them, or hearing their problems, and just taking that on. So when I asked myself those questions, and then also like with my job role ending, and then also being in Ghana, gave me that time to really look in and think, and understand, and then also look at how 2025 had been for me, the things that I'd experienced and like gone through as well, certain like experiences and situations and challenges and emotions, and my journey too was super, super helpful. So sometimes what I'm trying to get at is, sometimes although when you're involved in something, in the middle of it, in the midst of it, in the thick of it, it's not going to make sense. Later on, it will eventually align. And, I hear all the time of like, this too shall pass. So yeah, alignment is such a big thing. And these things all align. It all blends together. It all meshes really well. And so, yeah, I love it. I love alignment. It doesn't mean it's going to happen fast, but it will happen eventually. It's just being reflective and being aware of that, for sure. So yeah, girlies, we're back. We are back. I'm trying a thing. We've come to the end of the episode. Short and sweet as always. Girlies, I'm actually really gassed to be back. I'm actually really excited to be back. And we'll just start off. We'll just see how we go. We'll let things flow. No pressure. Let's not put pressure on anything. And yeah. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and comment and share. I don't know how these things really work, to be honest with you, but we're learning and we're growing together, which is a great thing. Stepping out of the comfort zone. So yeah, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow the Notes to Her podcast on Instagram. I think it's just the Notes to Her pod. You can also follow myself, Rianne Walker, but instead of the E in Walker, it's an X. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I'll see you girlies in the next episode.